And I'm having your child. Whoever said that is funny. You already know what's gonna happen, guys. You already know what's gonna happen. Anyways, what was I saying? Somebody tell me what I was just saying. Oh yeah, okay, thank you. Christine, you just brought my brain back to life. No, I have argued with my family, but we've never, like, it's never been this situation to where my family's like, oh, I want nothing to do with you. Like, now I'm not talking to you until you're 50 years old. Like, that's the stuff they got going on. That's because what he's done in the past, lied about it for so many years, tells everybody this side of the story. They no longer want to. Yeah, he's mad because he's lying and his family's calling him out. Exactly. That's exactly it. His mask is being ripped off and he hates it. I was trying to go live with you. I don't know. I don't think I could go live until I go live like 3 times. So that's all I got to say. Double tap the screen, chat. Double tap, drop a rose. Triples chat. Drop a chat. I don't know. Like all this stuff y'all got going on with damn live. Okay. What is super relevant? Let's see. Okay. So this is just his, like, you know, his mom is a great woman. You know, they got their past, whatever, but she's been an amazing human being towards me, and that's all I got to say. Okay? Check it out. He got a false blot on me. He blasted their conversation and laughed about it. Honestly, I'm wrecked, hurt beyond measure. I won't talk to him, and I also want to warn you that the landlord's coming, da-da-da-da. He thinks things are gonna weigh out. They're not. Let me know, okay? He is so selfish and cruel. I figured out what it is. It's called a malignant narcissist. I'll send the video to you. It's effing insane. We love you and are so utterly embarrassed, humiliated, and I'm sorry you have to go through all this. And the only reason why they really, truly, like, are on my side about this is because they know how he is. Nobody knows you better than your family. Let's be real, okay? So there's been a couple people that have been messaging me and saying, Gypsy. There's been a couple people that have been messaging me and are like, if your family has an issue with you, then you know you have an issue. That's 100% facts. If your own flesh and blood is disagreeing with what you have going on, thank you for the rose. Drop. I'm just kidding. I'm acting like I'm in battle. I don't really know. But if your own family is having, like, negative things to say about you, it's probably you're an issue. And that's why I have no beef with Taylor if she's in here, because Taylor and I, everybody knows Eastside Hernan, right? Anytime Eastside Hernan would sit here and say anything good about me to this man, he would be so blowed. He would be so blowed. He would be so blowed. He never listens. He never takes accountability. Hernan is like a decent, level-headed human being. You know, he's been with Taylor for literally like what? I don't know. I'm going to say like 12 years. That's my guesstimate. Literally 12 years. So he knows how to, he's going crazy. How does it feel? That's all I got to say. Not my business. I will never, ever, ever speak to man again. Ever. Ever. Ever, 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 ever again. Never. Okay. So if you know, you know, okay? Anyways, like I was saying about Taylor, no, she, you know, her and I have had conversations while I literally was sitting here. One time, here's just a little story time. One time, I got sent home from work. Wait until y'all hear this. Taylor knows. If she's in here, she gonna tell you. She gonna tell you this is the damn truth. One time, I got sent home from work because I had got car sick. I took my car off the road and Ricardo was driving me to work, okay? I got car sick on the way to work. I get to work and I go in the dish pit because I work at a restaurant. I go in the dish pit and I smell some, like, smell dish pit, you know? If you know, you know. I go and smell dish pit and I instantly puke. Go to the bathroom, start throwing up, okay? Cool. Super weird that all his family doesn't. Says a lot about him. I've been trying to tell you. Kelvin got blocked? That's funny. So I'm sitting here, I call him, right? Because at this point, he just dropped me off work. So I call him and I'm like, hey, like, I need you to come pick me up. I go back out there and they're like, you look pale. And I'm like, well, I just threw up, you know, but I am pregnant, you know, so it's okay. I just threw up. It's fine. Like, everything's good. They're like, well, you know, you just admitted to puking, so we have to send you home. You can't be here. Well, you just threw up. So I'm like, okay, you know, I get it, you know, respect. My job sends me home. I call him and I'm like, hey, you know, can you please come pick me up because they just sent me home from work. This man goes, you haven't been to work in 4 days. Chat, I might not be rich, but I will always get stuff handled, okay? At this point, I'm like pregnant in my first trimester, morning sick, nauseous, everything, right? Y'all know, if you're a woman and you've gone through pregnancy, you know it's tough. It's tough to even wake up. It's like your body is like drained, okay? Instead of this man saying, dang, babe, like, I'm so sorry, like, can I get you some Gatorade? Do you need anything? Which is how a man would handle things, right? You would think a man would handle that. A man would call me and say, you know, honey, I'm sorry you're not feeling good. I'm gonna come pick you up and we'll go. Do you need bread? Do you need food? Do you need something to drink? That's how a man, okay, the next time, in 10 years from now, when I'm ready to settle down with somebody again, in 10 years, comments are going wild. That's all I got to say. Absolutely, my man would. Yeah. Anyways, if you're sitting here telling your man that you're sick, just like when he got his little boo-boo, when he burnt his leg, who was putting freaking antibiotic lotion on his leg? This guy. Because I'm that. That's what you do for someone you love. You don't sit here and say, you haven't been at work in 4 days. Comes and picks me up, and at this point I'm like sad, right? So I'm now at this point I'm like, okay, well, maybe this pregnancy, I've came to the conclusion that maybe this pregnancy is going to take a toll on my body a lot more than I expected. Hence the I'm only like 12 weeks pregnant, so maybe this is going to take a lot bigger toll on my body. So what do? I go home, turn all the lights off in the house. I have a massive headache, right? Massive headache. I go in, turn all the lights off in the house, and I'm sitting here in the pitch black on Carnival Cruise Line looking at... I'm going to show you. I'm a messy BI. I'm going to pull receipts out for that too, okay? A real man would say, baby, you stay at home and relax. Right. Crap, what was I saying? I get sidetracked. One comment gets me sidetracked. Oh, yeah. Well, what was I saying? Somebody help me out. What was I saying? 350 people in here. There's got to be at least one person in... Oh, cruise! Thanks! Yep. So I'm applying to the cruise in the pitch black. No TV on. No nothing. Right? And I'm sitting here and I'm applying to at-home jobs so that I can sit and relax. You know, I'm still going to work my job, right? But when I get super pregnant, okay? When I get super pregnant... I'm not going to want to be working at a restaurant carrying heavy trays around all day, every day. You know, you don't want to do that. So I'm looking at a way to manage and balance our household. I'm going to go work at the cruise, and I'm going to do like phone calls, like how they, you know, if you need help booking your cruise, like I would be the girl that would answer. So that's what my plan was, right? So I'm in the pitch black. This man and his narcissistic tendencies, which if y'all know a narcissist is, you're gonna hear it, right? Knows I'm sick, already sat here and made that comment. I'm in bed sleeping, comes in, turns my speaker on, full volume, in the bathroom, screaming music while I'm in bed, screaming. If anybody sits here and thinks that defamation is even an option, cancel it out. I've done my research. I'm an extremely intelligent female. Extremely intelligent. I'm on top. Always. Okay? So if you know anything about narcissists, you know that they just do things to bother you, which is exactly what I was going through. Okay? So he goes in, turns all the music on in the house. Turns all the lights on, makes all this bunch of noise and everything like that. Doesn't tell her nan the whole story though, right? Narcissists only care about themselves. Only cares about himself. I go in there, I'm like, can you please turn the music down? I have a headache. He's in there looking dumb as frick in the shower, vibing dumb as frick in the shower while I'm literally have a damn migraine because I just puked with carrying his baby. So what do? I start crying. Get in my car and go sit in the car for hours. What do? I call Taylor, Hernan's wife. I call Taylor. I'm on the phone with her we didn't phone call. Oh yeah, I did call her. I called her, but she was sleeping, so she wasn't able to answer, but she starts texting because she was laying in bed with her man. Taylor's like, oh, you know, I totally understand, you know, he has issues like all the time, like any relationship he's ever been in. So she's airing shit out too. I'm not even going to go in between me and her conversation but I am going to say that because she knows it's true. So I'm not going to go into all that details because, you know, I don't want any beef between them. Not my issue, you know. Taylor is Hernan's wife, Eastside Hernan. So great, okay. Yeah, so there's that. So she knows, you know, anybody who's ever damn dealt with this stuff, you know. Okay, so here's just like, these are like some soppy messages, okay? These are some soppy messages that I'm sending his sister, okay? I'm so sad. The loss of this baby is starting to hit, and I'm just so heartbroken, and I cried in that man's arm for days, and he did this to me. I'm so heartbroken. I feel like he never loved me. It's okay, it happens. I just hate that I always have memories of loving him, and I'll hate that I always have memories of us crying together the day we found out we lost his baby. I'll never forget the feeling of love that I thought I had, and 3 days later, I meant nothing to him. Your world is crazy. You're perfect, and my brother is blind and mean. You deserve the world and more. Okay? I did nothing to him besides ask him to get off live, and when you know, if you know, when you ask a narcissist to do something, they're not going to do it. They're not going to respect your opinion. And that's exactly what he did. Oh, he stayed calm. He held the Bible in his hand. I love God. I was actually excited to get more into church and start going to, you know, church more. And that's another thing too. He used to use that as pawn against me. Anytime him and I got into an argument, he'd be like, you're not going to church with me on Sunday. You're not going to church with me. You're not coming. Like, what in the world? I'm going to church. Like, what in the world? Like, literally made it a negative experience for me. So I'm now like, he was using God to cover his narcissistic